you guys are just logging in right now, welcome. It's Inspiring Vanessa here. I'm doing another interview for you all today, and today I'm interviewing Fleur Roberts. You guys will recognise her. She is an influencer and TikToker, and I'm going to be asking her some questions about like kind of her online and social media kind of lifestyle and some topics like based around TikTok. So now I'm going to bring her on, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the question box below and I'll be sure to answer them or ask Fleur those questions after I've done kind of my questions prepared already. So now I'm going to bring her on. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe as well, very, very important. Thank you for logging in. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, same time. I'm
good. We're both good, that's good.
We're both good. How has kind of quarantine been going?
At first I got bored, but now I'm actually like not too fussed about it. The weather's nice, so I've been like catching rays. I've been tie-dyeing like you wouldn't believe. Like I've been tie-dyeing.
You already got
I've been
inspired by
tie-dyeing
Addison Rae maybe?
Yes. Yeah.
I saw those videos and I saw someone like make a DIY one, I think, on my For You page, and I was like,
I know.
if I had the time, maybe I would, yeah.
And what have you been up to?
I've gotten so much schoolwork. It's
really?
so
See, I'm in the year where I don't get any.
Yeah, and it's so insane. Like I've done so much work today already, and it's just kind of like, oh, my head's just going like over me. But you know, I'm trying to.
Do you have to do like online Zoom calls?
No, I've seen some people have online Zoom calls. I haven't, but I have like Google Classroom. Then I have like Show My Homework, Haggerty Maths. I have all these different links that my teachers put the work on, so it's kind of overwhelming sometimes. But let's get into our little interview. I'm very excited. Hope you are as well.
Yeah, very.
So the first question is, how did you kind of discover the app? Were you there since Musical.ly, or like how did it kind of start, and what inspired you to start making content?
So it was like over 3 years ago. It was Musical.ly, and everyone was just doing it and like doing all like the lip syncing stuff. And I don't know, I just carried like, I used to get featured. Do you know, like when there was no For You page?
Oh, and then you had those crowns.
Yeah, and then I got crowned, and it was like and then it changed to TikTok, and I carried on. Like I've been doing it for years, absolutely years. So, but like my friends did it. Melody, do you know Melody?
Yes.
Yeah, so she did it. So I kind of did it because of her, if I'm going to be completely honest. So yeah, that's really how I started.
How did you kind of know what content you wanted to make? Because there's so many different versions, I feel like now especially.
I used to just focus on comedy. Like I just wanted to make people laugh, and they used to do hashtags. I think they still do hashtags. They used to bring out new hashtags every week, and I always used to do them, and I'd, you know, make funny skits and stuff. But I feel like I've kind of strayed from that now. I do a lot more style stuff now. I do a little bit of comedy, but I've mixed it up a bit because TikTok's so different to Musical.ly.
I mean, do you think you miss Musical.ly more, or do you still like TikTok more? Because I think it's quite like a controversial thing.
I
think I like it more as well, but I feel like the Musical.ly, I feel like much more innocent. Like it was much less problematic. I feel
yes, definitely.
In a way, you can say that.
Yeah, TikTok's a lot more creative, I'd say, and a lot more original content, whereas Musical.ly was just like people just lip synced and that was it. Like there was no issues on there, there was no drama. It was like a lot more, I don't know, chill, I guess, if you know what I mean. But yeah,
I mean, I just miss those days where we just like doing the transitions, getting the crowns, you know, those different trends, and then you had like the duet with me. I think they still have that on TikTok now, but just those different things are very nostalgic.
Did you used to do Musical.ly? Do you remember when the duet, I don't know if you remember, it wasn't like next to you, it was the same video, and then you'd be in it for like 3 seconds, and then the other person
like cut it up.
Yeah,
I do remember that. I wish they would bring it back. It would be so fun because people actually like mimic like the same dance moves. It will just look like a different person, just kind of flashing in between. They should bring that back. We should make a petition for TikTok to bring that back.
Definitely.
So what do you think is kind of like the best thing about being a social media influencer?
Friends, definitely, hands down. I have made so many friends. I've got more friends like from TikTok than I do in like real life than I've ever had in school. Like everyone like relates. We all like, you know, do the same thing. It's so good. It's amazing. And it also means I can travel. Like I go to Scotland to see Kristen, and then go to London all the time. It gives me an excuse to go to London because I love London. I just love it. So Yeah.
I mean, I definitely made some friends through TikTok, but I think it's just like the online community in general, not just TikTok, but it's like Instagram as well. Like the amount of people I've met on Instagram, or like I've spoken to on Instagram and then met them. Like, not necessarily it's the safest thing, but obviously if I know that they are real people, it's just kind of great that you get all those different connections. So I think social media is one of the best places to kind of make new friends. So
definitely.
I definitely agree with you. So kind of moving, not really like the negative side, but kind of being more realistic, I would say, because even though there are great parts of being an influencer or being like an online figure, you can say, there are still like negative parts to it, or there could be hate you could get. So have you ever received hate before? And if you have, how do you kind of deal with negativity?
Yeah, I think I don't think I can name one influencer who hasn't had, you know, negative comments. It's part of social media. It's awful, but it's just part of it. When I get hate comments, luckily I don't actually get that many, because I kind of just post stuff where I try and avoid hate. I laugh at it and then I delete it. I don't leave it up because I'm like,
I don't just leave it, because then they start thinking that you're kind of listening to them.
But then I see like I don't want people to like, other people just see the hate and then think that it's okay, because I don't tolerate it, do you know what I mean? So I just take it down and leave it. Or sometimes I address it and I'll just say, you know, be kind. And that's important that everyone's kind to each other, you know. Like, I think because it's a lot of hate comments on TikTok, like you go through people's comment sections, you're like, people are so mean. Like,
it's so,
if you think
unbelievable.
You can think it, but don't write it. They don't want to, like, people shouldn't have to hear like all this negative stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, we have so much insecurities within ourselves, and for other people to kind of point that out. And I had an interview yesterday and we were kind of talking about like, there are so many ways that people can hate towards other people. You can duet somebody's video, you can react to somebody's video, and if it goes viral, they're not going to be deleting it because now they're getting followers from it. So
I was lucky.
Somebody just commented no hate. We should just keep raising awareness of that.
I did a video about my baby girl names. I don't know if you ever saw that. And someone duetted it, and then the duet did really well, and they were taking the mic, like, and the comments were absolutely awful. There was not one nice comment on this video. There was, they were so hateful. And I just DM'd the girl and I sent a little paragraph and I was like, I really don't deal well with hate. I'd really, really appreciate it if you could just take your duet down. And she did, and I was like so happy that that person was like, even though she got like clout from it, that she was willing to take it down, because it was quite nasty. So there are some good people out there, but
I mean, I think as long as we just kind of keep being nice, even the people who are like spreading negativity, in that way you're not really like feeding into their hate. So I think the best way to do that is just not to like a comment that you agree with that you know is going to hurt somebody's feeling. Just kind of giving a giving a positive reaction to somebody else's kind of negativity or hate. Are you okay?
Am I here?
Yeah.
Someone phoned me, an unknown number.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. So, there's been kind of like, I don't know, you can't really say like a conspiracy theory, but it's kind of like people have been saying that TikTok kind of favors more like prettier people from the US. So what's kind of like your opinion on that? Because sometimes pretty TikTokers make amazing content, but they don't get like enough recognition.
It's definitely so more favoured on the American side. I don't know why, but like with the Hype House and everything, you think about like the Hype House and then the Bite Squad, which is like the UK edition. The Hype House are like all on like 20 million plus followers, you know what I mean? And then the Bite House don't get that recognition, but they're doing the exact same thing. So it's like, why aren't they getting the same recognition? You know, do you know what I mean? It's I don't know, but and with like the looking pretty and stuff, like, it's, you see all these, I go on my For You page and it's like all these like absolutely stunning girls, and I'm like, great, like, oh, there goes my self-esteem, do you know what I mean? But
I've seen so many comments on people's videos and it's like, my self-esteem went like this.
Yeah, literally.
Because I feel like just on the For You page, it's like TikTok is the person, not the person, like the platform that is controlling, obviously, like who is going on the For You page and who is going to get those likes when somebody's scrolling through it. And it's like, if you put all the prettiest people on there, not only are people going to like probably follow them, but they're also going to just like lose self-esteem and lose their confidence from it as well. So I think there should just be like, I feel like TikTok is very diverse, but it needs to be more diverse.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like it just needs to start favouring everyone as a whole. Not
They need
just
to give
people
everyone
who
an
look a
equal
certain
chance
way.
of getting on the For You page rather than just picking these
Yeah,
people here and there. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. So, kind of keeping in mind of like the drama that has happened on TikTok with like different influencers, you can say. We're not gonna name out any names, but there has been quite a lot of controversy. You can say like drama. So, do you think TikTok is like a positive or negative app for young people, or it could be a bit of both?
Yeah, I'd say both. There is obviously a lot of drama on it, and everyone gets involved. If one person says something, then someone else says something. It's like. And then, because if they got a following, then the whole following supports one person, and it's like awful. But you can look at it both ways. Like, there's so many positives of like social media. You just got to try and avoid the drama. Like, there's so much drama, and I never ever get involved with it. I just read it. Like, there's like a TikTok tea room. I don't know if you've seen that.
Is it on TikTok or is it
on
like
Instagram?
YouTube?
On Instagram.
Oh, on
like,
Instagram.
Yeah, it's like 7,000 followers, and they put drama on there constantly, and people send in stuff. I'm like, how can people send in something like exposing someone? I just don't get it. I don't think exposing people is clever. Or
I think
like,
people just do it for attention and for, you can say, clout. People are just doing it for attention. But I think it's so silly as well, like agreeing with you. It's just like, what's the point of exposing someone and then being anonymous towards it? Or I don't know what it is, but
yeah, it's like the whole like James Charles scandal like last year. Like,
that was huge.
Yeah, but you've got to put yourself in like James's shoes. You would hate for that many people, like the entire like world, to hate you. Like, imagine how that feels. Like, people don't think about other people's feelings when they go to these pages and they're like, oh, look what this person's done. Like, if you don't like what they've done, address it to them personally. Don't put it on the internet for like millions of people to see. It's just like, it's not clever. It's like
100%. Yeah, totally agree with you. What is kind of your opinion on cancel culture? I think it's quite toxic in my opinion.
What's that?
Cancel culture. It's kind of like when people, or someone makes a mistake, you can say, and then people just end up posting their videos like years or months on, just kind of saying you're cancelled, you're this, and it gets to the point where it's so toxic for that person. So what's kind of your opinion on people hating towards people who have made mistakes but have
everyone? Nobody is perfect. You cannot have one person who has not made a mistake in their life that they regret. We all have regrets, and you like, it's not fair bringing up something someone's done like when they were 12, you know, and they're 20 now. Like, people are not the same people. We change, you know, we have better understandings of stuff. Like, I've done stuff when I was younger that I shouldn't have done, but everyone has. You just got to live on with it. And for people to bring up like a video of someone, 7 years ago and then cancel them, it's just, I personally think it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's kind of like,
to an extent.
Yeah, I saw Addison Rae, and I think she was like replying back to some kind of hate comments that were being put on her videos recently, because she seemed like the most genuine person.
Yeah.
Right, and then people just want to find any dirt on somebody who's just genuinely good. So people commenting about my back.
Oh no. What froze?
You're back. I'm good.
People commenting on what?
And people are posting like hate comments about her weight. People are commenting just rude things about her, and it's like, but she's like, she can see she's really nice, and she doesn't spread any hate towards anyone else. So it's just kind of like, people have nothing nice to say. They just try and find any kind of piece of dirt on that person, which is horrible.
Yeah, Charlie was like tweeting. Charlie was tweeting like people commenting on her weight. It's like, she's 15. Like, she shouldn't have to worry about her weight. Like, people need to keep their comments to themselves. It's bad.
So true. So anyone who's watching, not saying that you are a hater, but if you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say it. The most simple way of saying that.
Yeah.
So what would you say are kind of like your top 3 tips on, like, I don't know, growing your TikTok account?
Originality. I know this is what everybody says, but doing the same dances that everyone else is doing, unless you do it in like a creative way, they just don't do anything for you. Like, every time I post a dance video, nothing happens of it. Like, they do so bad. Whereas what I've noticed, videos with your own voice, like comedy skits where you're doing them yourself with your own voice, do so much better than like using someone else's sound. But but just originality, definitely. Hashtags, I don't know if they actually work, but I use them. I
use them so much, and I'm just kind of like, does it work, does it not? Because one video just works and the other just kind of flops, so they're unpredictable.
I'm trying to think of another tip. Just being positive and, you know, interacting with people. Like, I reply to DMs and stuff, and then I think people like know that I'm nice, and then they want to follow me and support me. I don't really know, but just always being positive, definitely.
I think it's best for an influencer to kind of appear more realistic to the fan, because if you start acting like you're some kind of superior human being, that you're better than everyone else, people are just going to stop following you, because they know that even if they like your content, that you as a person, you're not real towards your followers. So I think it's very important that we kind of stay realistic. So everyone's asking me to answer the questions that people have been putting. So somebody said, do you ever feel sad about hate mail?
Everyone, like, you read it and you think, oh, but then you just gotta think, okay, when you read a hate message, just read the positive ones and think, there's so many more positives than hate ones, so which one's true? Like, the hate one's not true if no one else is commenting it, and even if it is, just, it's okay to not be happy, like, it's okay to feel sad about it, but you just gotta focus on positives, definitely.
So true. Okay, let me find another question. Oh, that was my ring light.
I don't have a ring light. I've got a softbox. I need to get a ring light. This one's better.
Okay, if you could address one thing to TikTok, what would it be? Like a message to TikTok, I think that's what the question is.
Wait, to TikTok themselves?
Yeah,
like the app.
I think that's what the question's asking. Yeah.
Okay. To promote everybody, like, and let smaller creators have a chance, because it was a lot easier to like grow when it was Musical.ly, like so much easier, and I'm so thankful that I joined the app when it was like a lot easier for me to grow, because my followers do not go up nowhere near as much as they used to. Like, it's crazy. So I definitely, if I could speak to TikTok themselves, I'd say give everyone an equal chance, definitely.
I'll probably do the same thing. Or I'd just be like, you know what, make me the next Charlie D'Amelio and we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, do you like TikTok or Musical.ly better?
TikTok. But we had that discussion, like, Musical.ly was a lot more like positive, but then TikTok's a lot more like creative and it's fun to watch. Like, I love watching TikToks. Like, I spend like so many hours a day on TikTok.
It is so like crazy, because the amount of time we spend on our phone scrolling through TikTok, it just seems like a couple minutes. Then you look at the time and it's like you've been scrolling on your phone for how long?
I know, it's crazy.
It's dangerous.
And it'll be like midnight, and I'll be like, right, I'm late in that. It'll be like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, and I'll be like, right, go to sleep now. And I'm like, oh, but what if the next video is really good and I don't want to miss it? So I'm like, doing that.
Yeah. The next question is, do you think interacting with fans is always a good idea?
I think so, definitely. I always reply to my DMs. I try to anyway. I think it's a good thing. Obviously, there's moments when like if you're out, I do not see a problem with people asking for pictures. It's like if you're eating or something, that's when it's like they shouldn't really come up to you.
You need to give the person some kind of privacy.
Yeah, definitely. And like my number got leaked, and like as much as I love interacting with fans, I don't want to like reply to their text messages, because then it makes them think that it's okay to like spread my number around. You know what I mean? So apart from that, I think it's a good idea.
Somebody asked, how has your life changed? How's your life changed since your fame from TikTok?
I hate the word fame. I hate that word, honestly. But like I said, so many more friends, the ability to like travel around, and it's also kind of changed it negatively as well, though, because like I didn't focus on school as much as I should, because I was like addicted to TikTok, and I'd come home and I'd sit on TikToks rather than like revise. But luckily I didn't have to do my A-levels, so that kind of didn't actually matter in the end. But probably that as well. So
okay, who's your favourite TikToker?
I like Addison Rae. He's called Stinky Rat TikTok, I think he's called. I know he's an American and he's so funny. Like he's himself and he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. But I don't know, I kind of like everyone. There's also another American girl called Michelle. Her name's Michelle, who I absolutely love. She's stunning as well. Like I'm always like, oh my god, why can't I look like that? But yeah.
Okay, do you like the dancing side of TikTok?
I love it. I do love it. I always try to learn them at like midnight, and then my mum comes in and my mum's like, shut up, because I'm like banging around and stuff. But no, I like them, but they don't do well on my page, which is always a bit annoying because like I spend like an hour trying to learn it and then it's like flops. But I love it. I do like it.
I mean, like when dances start to like become more popular, I honestly didn't want to do them, but then when I learned the renegade dance, it was like a whole different perspective.
Yeah. I'm addicted
so
to
I was literally renegading the whole, like, all the time during school.
Yeah, I sit down for dinner and I'm like, going like, I'm just doing all this stuff. I'm like, no, first stop. But,
I mean, renegade is life.
Yeah. And the other one I love is, why don't you say so, didn't you? That one, I love that one.
Love that dance. What do you do to keep yourself busy in quarantine?
DIYs. So I did this thing behind it, which I don't think anyone liked.
Ooh, I like it.
I got like this rug that my neighbour was chucking at, and I like put loads of pink photos on it.
Cool. It's like those aesthetic walls that you see on like Pinterest.
Yeah. So I did that, and then I've been tie-dyeing. I've just watching TV. I've been watching some new series. I was watching this amazing one called Dead to Me. Have you watched that?
No, but I've seen the trailer for it.
It's insane. I watched all 2 seasons in 1.5 days. It's amazing. Watch it.
I will see the trailer again, definitely. Are there any other like Netflix shows that you would recommend?
Gossip Girl. 100% Gossip Girl. Love that. Vampire Diaries. Dynasty.
Love the Vampire Diaries. Oh my goodness, yes.
Instagram.
Okay, TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok. I'm never on Instagram. This is like the second Instagram live I've ever done in my life. The first one I did was on the weekend with the Bite Squad. That was my first ever Instagram live. I don't. There's not much on Instagram, is there? Like, I like all the videos.
Yeah. I mean, Instagram, I feel like it was very popular for a very long time, and then TikTok was kind of like, you know what? Let me just take all the followers, like. Now I'm the next platform, the next really big uprising platform. So, everyone's asking you, where did you get your top? And I'm pretty sure you DIY'd yourself, isn't it?
I brought, wait, one sec, because I brought something. Basically, I went on the Zara website and I brought this top. I brought 5 of them. And then I just, I bleach tie-dyed them, so I've got,
cool.
I did loads like this and stuff. They're inside out, but I just love bleach. Do bleach tie-dye, or obviously do it safely, like wear gloves and stuff, but it's so fun tie-dyeing. So I made it myself.
Somebody asked, do you think the hype house and TikTok is in general is overrated?
I guess so. Like there's so many people who like content is so much more unique than like the hype house, but then again, like is it over? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to. A little bit.
I mean, I think it kind of got a lot of attention because there were the biggest TikTokers in the house, and they had all those people in one place, kind of pushing each other up, like the following scale. But like sometimes it's slightly overrated because it's kind of like some of the content they post.
Am I glitching? Someone said that you're glitching.
You were glitching before, but you're fine now.
Oh, okay. It's because I've got Virgin Media Wi-Fi. Virgin Media Wi-Fi is not it. But Charlie and Dixie have left the Hype House now. Did you know that?
They?
Yeah.
Is that like confirmed?
I don't know. I read it on a couple of articles on Snapchat, so I don't know if it's fully legit, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't
know, but I feel like it's overrated in a way. You can say.
Yeah,
just because of the videos they post, it's kind of like. Well, just because they have followers, if I did the same video, obviously I wouldn't get that amount of like the following. So it's kind of a bit annoying sometimes, you can say.
Definitely.
Somebody said, catch the woe.
There's so many different versions of the woe. It's like
There is.
it's like evolved. It was like now it's like kind of this now, isn't it? Like that, and then it was like that, and then there's so many different ways of doing it.
There's so many different ways. Somebody said, which creators from Musical.ly do you miss from TikTok? Did you see Lisa and Lena's Musical.ly comeback? I was
shook.
over the moon.
Same. I loved them. I loved them so much. I used to do all the with Melody. We used to do all the like Lisa and Lena like dances and stuff. Like they were great. So I'm glad that they've come back actually. Definitely.
I feel like I really like. I know Lauren Gray is still on the app, but I still always found her Musical.ly videos like super iconic.
Yeah. Definitely.
And Baby Ariel as well.
Yeah.
They're like the two like main TikTok queens. Not TikTok, Musical.ly queens.
Musical.ly, yeah.
Yeah. They kind of owned the app when it was still Musical.ly.
Oh, they left it because of Lil Huddy, someone said that's why they left. Yeah, to be fair, because Charlie and broke up, didn't they?
Yeah. So, Netflix or YouTube? I would say Netflix.
Netflix.
What? I don't know. YouTube?
I do not watch YouTube much anymore. The only things I watch on YouTube now is movie interviews. Like when a movie comes out, I love like stalking all the cast and watching all
the press videos.
I love watching
those.
Videos. That's the only thing I watch on YouTube. So I'd have to say Netflix. Emily, I can see Emily in the comments. Emily, I love you so much.
Okay. Emily asked, if you had a chance to move back to Musical.ly, would you? And I miss you there.
I don't think first of all, I miss her. Second of all, I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I miss like people like you used to have like about badges. So I used to have like comedy style.
They kind of niched out the different videos and influencers. They should kind of do that again, I feel like.
Yeah. So certain aspects I miss, but I wouldn't move back to it. I think I'd stick with TikTok.
People just spamming the questions. Sorry if I missed your question. I'm just trying to find the ones that are. Oh my god, there's just the same comment like
I do not like Blair.
50 times over again. This is kind of like an interesting question. Do you ever feel awkward when meeting fans?
Yes. And that's me. I'm so like this is really like people will smile at me or wave at me and I will have this thing. I'm like, what if they're not waving or smiling at me? What if they don't know me? And I panic. And then like people come up to me and they're like, oh, can I have a photo? And I'm like, you want a photo with me? Like it makes me feel like I'm just like I can't comprehend it. I'm like, oh, so it makes me really awkward and like it's me. It's not me like being like, oh, don't come take a photo of me. I love it. Like it makes me so happy. But I'm so like cautious and insecure that it makes me feel like, what if they're not like, what if they don't actually know me? Or when people my age ask for a photo, I brick it because I'm like, oh, what if they're taking the mic? Or like what if they're just doing this to laugh about it? I always like worry because I've had it before when I was out and people started laughing and asking for a photo and it put me in such an I was like, yeah, but I didn't want it because I knew that they were taking the mic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes I do feel awkward, but that's just me. So.
Oh, I like this question. Team Damon or Stefan? Damon.
100%.
I honestly, I am one of the biggest Delana like shippers ever. I don't understand I like their relationship, Stefan and Elena, but I love Damon Salvatore and Elena Gilbert together.
Same.
They ended up together, so they were endgame.
When Elena died in season 6, I was like, no, like, because I just loved her and Damon.
The show kind of went downhill when Nina left the show.
Oh, I know. It's because especially like quick. She had like movies. She wants to do movies, didn't she? But
she wanted to kind of start finding a different kind of job, I would say. Yeah.
But definitely
Somebody said, how do you cope with the pressure?
Iffy jiffy. Sometimes like when I know I've got lots to do, like I'm like, oh, I've got to post this, I've got to post that. I'm like, oh, like I like when I do like brand deals, for instance, like you've got deadlines and stuff, and it's a nightmare. I'm so bad with deadlines, and I always find that like pressurizing. And then there's the other pressures where like you've always got to do something right. Like you can't do anything wrong, otherwise you'll be cancelled. Do you know what I mean? So there's always a pressure. You're like, oh, what if I've done this that I shouldn't have done, or like, can I do this? Can I do that? That's always hard as well. But apart from that,
I think everyone's kind of coming for us because we kind of spoiled the Vampire Diaries.
No.
But we didn't spoil it because, well, it's not really a spoiler, but Elena doesn't die.
She doesn't die. She's not dead.
She doesn't die. That's not a spoiler. You guys should be relieved that she doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't die.
But
it's complicated.
during quarantine, I would definitely say binge watch the Vampire Diaries, 8 seasons. It will keep you busy.
Yeah.
It will keep you entertained. And it will also keep you on an emotional roller coaster.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
There you go. Somebody said TVD season 9 is coming out in 2021. I've seen that all over, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't think Nina would do it either. I don't think she'd do it again.
I think they already said they refuse to do it.
Yeah, they're doing it with Gossip Girl as well.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing a reboot, but it's got none of the original cast in. It's like a whole new cast, but it's actually official. Like, is actually happening, which is kind of cool. But
Okay, I'm going to look in the questions on the actual comments. People have also been asking questions.
all right.
I think somebody said, if you had the opportunity to be in the Hype House, would you take the opportunity or not?
Oh, probably.
I like that question.
I probably would take the opportunity because, first of all, they live in LA, and LA is just like where I just dream to live there. I'd love it, so I probably would, and to make friends and stuff. But then also, I don't know, because they all get so much hate, and I don't know if I could deal with that. I'd probably go there for like a week, and then I'd like move out.
I mean, Charlie is such a strong person for the amount of hate that she received when she first started getting the hype.
Yeah.
And she genuinely deserves it. Like, she's not one of those like vain people.
Yeah.
Like, she just seems like a very
Emily,
nice
we're moving to
person.
LA together. Emily and I, we're moving to LA. But with Charlie,
I love LA.
Have you been?
Yes.
Queen. With Charlie, I followed her when she had like less than 1 mil. I'm not even making it up, and I'm so proud to say that. And now she's
you are an OG Charlie D'Amelio fan.
I am.
Somebody said, have you seen Legacies? I've seen it. I love the show. I want to see another. I need another season. They just need to keep coming.
You know that Alaric got sacked.
Did he actually?
Yeah. Because of stuff he tweeted.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, we stand Matt. No. We stand Alaric, but not Matt, the actual actor, because he did post some controversial stuff. So, T. I will come with you guys to LA. Another question is, what is your favorite, the favorite TikTok you have ever filmed?
Right, there's one. It's from ages ago, and it was Brooklyn. I've not actually watched it. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it was I want it there, and it was like Melody and I did this it was like a minute long of like a police. Oh, it's really hard to explain, a police custody thing. It was. Oh, this is really hard to explain for people who don't know what I'm talking about. And it was like, number one, can you please sing the opening to I Want It That Way? And they all start singing. It's really hard, but that. And I also like the Kardashian ones I do. When I put
funny.
more than one person in, when I've got two people having a I pick two of me in one video. I like those ones too. So, my cousin's on. Hey, Bethan.
Have you seen those Dance Mum audios? They make me laugh so much. I don't know what it is, but it's like wait, I can't even remember the audio anymore. It's like girls out the room.
Yeah, and it's like,
I am
get your finger
out of my face.
Yeah.
Girls out the room.
I've done that one with Grace when Grace.
It is so funny.
Lol.
Somebody said, would you leave school to become a full-time influencer?
Absolutely not. I'm not hating on people who do it, but you've got to think, influencers, they don't last forever. Like, people, you can't, people lose their, think about Zoella, for instance. She was so big, and now she doesn't upload very much anymore, and, it's, Saffron, Anna, they're the, new, YouTuber group.
Yeah.
And I think, yes, you, may be able to live off it full time. I personally couldn't, but like YouTubers, because who've like got millions. Yes, but education is so important. Like, I personally don't want to be like an influencer when I'm older. I want an actual job.
Yeah.
So I would never ever leave school. I'm going to uni.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do uni for 4 years and stuff. So
I mean, for me, it's kind of weird because me doing speaking, it's like you can make a living off of it. So I do see myself in the future being like a full-time motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Then I also want to be like a TV presenter. So it's kind of like you do something. I'll do something that allows me
you
to
would be
be on
such
stage
a good
and talk.
TV presenter.
Thank you.
You would be so good.
Thank you.
This one.
Somebody asked, when did you meet and start talking to Emmy?
Oh my gosh, she was like, I was probably about 14. Emily was like 9 or something, and we used to like talk about slime and stuff, like. And then we met.
I remember slime.
Yeah.
It was one of those years.
Yeah, and then we met at. Did we meet before Sitsi? I don't know. Maybe we met at Sitsi, and then we've been friends since. She's actually the best, absolute best. I love her to pieces, and our whole family.
I love her acting videos on TikTok.
So, oh my god,
amazing,
so good. They're
absolutely
so
amazing.
Good.
Like, iconic.
I know. I don't know how she does it.
Like, UK represent, basically. There should be like more British TikTokers doing acting, but then we have like Seb doing it as well. So there should just kind of be like more people doing it, I feel like. But is there any kind of like last message you'd like to share to the people who are kind of watching? I don't know.
What, just a little something to say?
Yeah, just a little message to leave them.
First of all,
inspired.
thanks to everyone who's come on, because I just appreciate that. Second of all, despite these corona times, stay safe, stay positive. Keep yourself occupied by tie-dyeing stuff, because that's what I've been doing. It's great. And if you ever want to DM me, I'm here to talk. So yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You did amazing, and I hope everyone else enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed it as well.
Thanks.
As I said before, you guys probably already follow Fleur on TikTok, but if you aren't, go and follow Fleur on TikTok and on Instagram as well. My TikTok is at inspiringv, and you can follow me on Instagram and on YouTube too. But without further ado, it's lovely speaking to you, Fleur. Hope you and your family stay safe.
And yours.
And I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.